You're in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. It's his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's going to push one deep down the road. This is caught inside the 15. Working quickly here. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. The key when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Sheds off a rusher. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. great blocking to spring him. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Milton. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now Milton to throw. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So the Vikings sending out the field goal team here. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Nix. Complete beyond the marker. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Nix with it on 1st. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 19. He's on the move. Hauled in left side. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just a field goal separates these two. More from U.S. Bay. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Nix looking to throw. That throw behind his intended target. This one intended for the running back. So second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To throw, here's Nix. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. On first and 10, here's Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. It sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 4. Caught quickly on the slant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll throw again. Nix. On the move, headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Milton now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 36. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Justin Reed has the INT.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Escapes his grab. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate. And I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone. You got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Lions looking for a bigger lead before the break. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Throwing from the gun. Flush down out to his left.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the Lions' 46-yard line.
Milton back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Now a give on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To throw, Milton. He's got a man left. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Milton. This one's caught. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
That had just enough leg. It's over the crossbar and good. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Throwing on first down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him on the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Reed now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Forced out to his right. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run here from the gun. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 37. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Man in motion, out of the slot. On 3rd down, here's Nix. Dump off caught by his back. Oh, he trucked that defender. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Offense up to the line fast. Nix with it on 1st. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here's Nix. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
First and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put them.
Bouncing football. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. Ooh, bad fortune turned to good pretty quickly there, partner. That fumble eluding capture. And thankfully ends up out of bounds.
Yeah, big old sigh of relief on that sidelines, but that new life's going to be short-lived here if they're not able to convert on this third down.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. Just a couple of yards that time, and they are well short of the end zone on 4th and goal. On to try the field goal, Harrison Butker. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Up and good from Blankenship. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Milton. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Nix off the play action. He rolls to his right. He's on the move.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
To the air, 3rd and long. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. The Lions offense looks like they're staying out there. We got a 2-point try coming up. They want to run it across. And he isn't able to get in here. That lead's going to stay right where it is.
Vikings 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. Has a hole left, room to run. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This, our last play of the quarter. They'll run here on first down. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 24. He throws a bullet deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions go up by 19. Reed now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Hand off to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he pushes it up to the 30 before going out. Third and just 2 to go. Milton now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Milton. Short pass brought in. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They are throwing it again. This one falls incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that'll bring up second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 19. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Throwing now, Milton. And the defender comes away with it. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He finds Laporta. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Laporta with the grab. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they'll try to build on that big stop. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal. Nix from the gun. Escapes the puck. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions put up even more points in a win. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Lions continue piling onto this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they're